And before I get into today's very important lecture, I want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters and everyone for supporting my channel. And with that being said, let's get on down to today's very important lecture. I've been wanting to revisit this lecture for a while now, and so here we go. The focus of this lecture is going to be, it is so important to have a traditional job or a traditional career, aka a job, you know, simultaneously, even if you're doing other things like pursuing your goal, rather is starting up your own little business. I don't care if you sell t-shirts or do consulting or do hair or you got a lawn service or IT technology service or you're a content creator, especially if you're a content creator. But still, I want the focus of this lecture is going to be the importance, people. I don't care how old you are, but especially if you're in your if you're 18 or you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s or even older, hear this. It is so very important to have a traditional job or career. And I'm gonna break this thing down to you. And parents and grandparents, we also need to educate uh, the people in our family on the importance of this. And I don't care what age you are, hear this. You know, I retired from the state government, state of North Carolina, September 2023. I'm also military or served time during the Desert Storm era with an honorable discharge. And so I've worked all my adult life, people. But at the same time, I have always simultaneously had my own company simultaneously as I worked my adult life. My company, Paris and Associates Resource Center, is 20 plus 1 year strong. I still generate revenue under my company, even though I'm fully retired as a state employee out of the state of North Carolina. And I'm going to tell you something. And I have conversations with a lot of people in my family close to me, and we have conversations about this topic. Individuals in my family member in their 20s and 30s and 40s at all ages. When I retired from the state of North Carolina, that pension with a pension, that pension also, a caveat to my pension is I also have medical benefits I would get for the rest of my life as a retiree from the state of North Carolina. And the state of North Carolina just sent me my insurance card. And on my insurance card, it literally has state retirement system. So I can, that medical includes major medical, pharmacy, all kind of major medical, getting prescriptions, etc., to be able to see my primary doctors, on and on and on and on and on, to include my pension. In addition to, by me being a veteran, because I served during Desert Storm with an honorable discharge, I get benefits behind that medical also. So I say that to say, I have worked all my adult life, and the payoff to that is now I don't have to worry about medical. I don't have to worry about hospital bills if I need to get a prescription filled, and then I get an income for the rest of my life. But I had to work to get that. And a beauty of when you have a career or a job, a full-time job, with that role is going to come not just your benefits while you're working. You earn vacation time, you get bonuses, you get promotions throughout the year. While I was in the military, all my promotions were meritoriously, etc. You when you go on vacation, you're still getting paid. When you're out sick, you're still getting paid, etc. Versus if you don't have a traditional job or career, then you ain't getting no medical benefits or retirement or bonus. Or if you out sick, you just sick. If you go on vacation, you just go on vacation. It's no benefit perks behind that rule. And just imagine for a moment, if you did not have a traditional job or career, and if you ain't purchasing medical insurance on your own, then at any age, you mess around and get sick and have to go to the hospital, you will receive a catastrophic hospital bill if you ain't got no insurance. You can get into a car accident at any age, in your 20s, your 30s, at any age. And if you ain't got no medical insurance, that going to the hospital and needing emergency surgery can cause catastrophic financial problems. This is real talk. And these are the kind of discussions people need to be thinking about. Don't get me wrong. You know, if you heard what I said, even though I work all of my adult life, I've always simultaneously had my company, Paris and Associates Resource Center, because I'm a licensed therapist. I hold credentials in 3 different states. So a lot of services I provided under my company throughout my working history was out in terms of DUI evaluations, clinical supervision, training for individuals who needed to get re-credentialed if they were a licensed therapist. Those are many of the services I provided under my company simultaneously working in the workforce. And I made, throughout my working history under my company, Paris and Associates Resource Center, I made a lot of money. But don't get me wrong, on the flip side, I still had my career job all the way up until I retired, September of 2023. So when I took time off or went on vacation or was out sick or whatever, I'm still getting a paycheck under my traditional job or etc. So we cannot negate the fight of the importance, people, of having a traditional job or career, even if you want to cultivate and to develop and to nurture your own business outside of that. But understand, it takes time. It takes time to cultivate your own company in order to make enough money to live on. And if you, once you get to that point, there's nothing wrong with transitioning out of a traditional job, because you can roll over your 401. You can roll your over your 401 into a private 401. You can do that if that's your decision to do that. But if you're working full time for yourself, make sure that company can generate enough money where you can pay your bills. Make sure you are setting up your own 401. If you're working for yourself, don't forget about that. Make sure you are paying your federal and state taxes if you're working for yourself, because it's not, that's going to create financial destruction. Make sure you're purchasing your own medical insurance, health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance for yourself and your family if you're working for yourself. So you still got to do all those things if you're working for yourself versus if you're working for a traditional job or company. They're going to pay a big percentage of your health insurance for yourself and your family. They're going to make sure that money's coming out of your check to pay the federal tax, state tax, paying into Medicare and etc. The employer handles all that. But if you select not to have a traditional job, then your behind better make sure that you are setting up a 401. So when you get ready to retire, you'll have money there. Your behind better be paying into Social Security. Yeah, you better pay into your own Social Security. You better have some insurance, medical insurance, dental insurance, life insurance, vision insurance on yourself and your family, so it won't create financial destruction if you want to go full time working for yourself. And these are the type of discussions people don't want to talk about. You know, many people got that mindset, oh, I'm not going to ever work for anybody. I'm not going to hit nobody time clock. Okay, that's fine if that's your decision, but make sure if you're working for yourself, you got all those things set up that I just talked about in terms of paying your federal tax, state tax, Social Security, insurance, medical, dental, life insurance, and your 401 set up on your own, people, so you will not create financial disruption. Because I'm telling you, get sick and you ain't got no insurance on yourself, because when you go to any doctor or you go to any hospital, I'm telling you, the first thing they're going to ask for, what insurance do you have? You got to present this insurance. And I got 2 of them. I got my insurance card from state of North Carolina, and I'm also a veteran. So I got all kind of medical insurance. But I say that to say, that is the first thing they are going to ask you for when you go to the doctor or you need some kind of medical or treatment. They're going to ask you, what insurance do you have? They're going to still treat you if you ain't got insurance, but you better believe you're behind going to get a big fat bill from the hospital. This is real talk. This is real talk. And the beauty of when I retired from working in the workforce, because I don't have to hit nobody time clock for the rest of my life. I don't pay my dues. I don't work 40 years of my adult life. I don't pay my dues. I've been in the military. I got my honorable discharge. I also retired from the state of North Carolina. I work corporate America. So I've paid my dues. And simultaneously, the last 20 years of my working history, simultaneously, I was working for the state government and doing my company. So this is real talk, people, because hospital bills, I don't been throughout my adult life, I don't been to the hospital for various things, but because I'm so well insured, I have never seen a bill. I've never seen a hospital bill because all of the bills are paid for, and that's real talk. There are people of all ages in their 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and even older are in trouble because they owe so many medical bills. It's out of control. $200,000 and $300,000 of debt, medical bills debt, because they don't went in the hospital and had no insurance at any age. You getting a bill, and I'm here to tell you. So this is real talk, because like I said, if you're an entrepreneur full-time, I'm not saying you can't do it. What I'm saying is do your due diligence and make sure you got all of your appropriate insurances set up for yourself, for your family. You're paying into your Social Security. You got 401s set up. You got insurance on medical insurance and dental insurance and life insurance set up for yourself and your family, because that's all on you. And you better know how to budget your money. Because if you're working for yourself, only for yourself, and you got your own business only for you, you better know how to manage your money, because at some point you're going to want to take time off. You're going to want to go on vacation for yourself and your family. So you better make sure you know how to be strategic with your money and wise with your money, so you can do all those things without creating financial destruction because you're shutting your business down in order to take a vacation. And I'm here to tell you, share this information. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. You know, I had a conversation with my niece the other day about this very same topic, and I'm telling you, people are going to create financial destruction by having this mindset, oh, we ain't going to work for nobody, and I'm just going to go work for myself. Let me tell you something. I've been in business for my own side business for 20 plus years, and it takes a good 5 or 6 years on the front end to develop and to nurture and to cultivate whatever business you have in order to even see enough money to be able to live on. That first 5, 6 years, you ain't making no money, because you got to develop and cultivate and nurture that company until it can get to the point where it's generating enough money in order for you to live on. But in the meantime, in that first 5 to 6 years, your bills ain't going to stop. Your household bills ain't going to stop. Your rent, your mortgage, taking care of the kids, the car note, car insurance, medical insurance. You got to have money to pay all that. Just because you want to start a business or trying to cultivate a business, your bills are not going to stop, people. And you may have to get a couple of jobs in order to self-fund to get your business off the ground, in order to nurture and to cultivate, in order to get it to the point where you're making enough money to take care of yourself and take care of your family without creating financial destruction. Like I said, this is real talk. Share this information. My spirit been nudging me to revisit this topic, because I'm telling you, you know, this younger population, if we don't educate these young people about stuff that I'm talking about right now, they are going to create financial destruction in the here and now for themselves, because if they're out there just doing stuff and saying, I'm just working for myself, and they ain't got appropriate insurance on them to cover themselves in the case of any kind of medical emergency, they're going to set themselves up for financial destruction. If they're not paying into their taxes, because Uncle Sam will come after you if you out there making money and you ain't paying your taxes. You got to be making sure money coming out for your state and federal tax. I don't care what your business is. All of this important stuff that has to be done in relation to, if you want to be, even as a content creator. My channel has been monetized for over 2 years, even as a content creator. At the end of the year, YouTube will send content creators whose channel are monetized at $10.99 at the end of the year to reflect on how much money we made as a content creator at the end of the year. We are considered independent contractors, and we have to take that 1099 to our certified public accountant when we file our personal and business taxes, because we have to pay taxes on that money. I will hope you're doing that. Be out there making all that money as a content creator or however much you're making and not paying your taxes on that money. We are considered an independent contractor if your channel is monetized by evidence that YouTube is going to send us a 1099 at the end of the year so we can file our personal and business taxes. This is real talk. This is basic business 101 that a whole lot of folks don't want to talk about, and they turn around and get themselves in trouble with Internal Revenue Service. Because one thing about Internal Revenue Service, you either pay them now or you pay them later. And if you pay them later, you're going to have to pay all interest fees on late payment. And I'm here to tell you. So this is Marie Holiday, your content creator. That's all I have. Simplify, Simple Fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own content. Have a great day.